My name is Gabe Zollner. You know what's incredible is that they have laws, and I guess we're all supposed to comply and respect the laws. And it seems that certain people tend not to respect the laws. Glenn Beck, I don't spend a lot of time watching, but I do look at some of his clips occasionally. I think he's done a good job to try to help the American people understand where this country is really headed. But anyway, he was talking about I guess one of the founders of Media Matters. Now apparently that the guy, his name is David Brock, and apparently he's got some kind of mental issues going on, and he's getting real paranoid. So what he went ahead and did is that they went to another state and they purchased some weapons. One of them was a Glock, 40 caliber, I believe, and he gave it to some of his supporters, or people that I guess are like his bodyguards. And this is in the District of Columbia, by the way, where you really can't do that, and in New York City, where you really can't do that. But what's even more amazing is that when they bought the gun, they apparently, according to Glenn Beck, paid cash, so it was difficult to more or less trace who actually paid for it. And incredibly, the individuals that received these weapons, especially the one gentleman that carried the Glock concealed, he never had a permit. No, he never had a permit. So what happens to people like this? You or myself, we'd be, hauled off to jail. But, these people, nothing. Nothing happens to them. And this is in the District of Columbia, which, by the way, has the absolute most restrictive gun laws in the country. They also have another sort of top-notch position that they've achieved, which is, I think, the highest murder rate. You sort of wonder how that could happen, especially if these are gun-related murders, when nobody can have guns except the police. And Glenn Beck said that when he needed security, he would hire police through an agency, and because they can carry guns. Nobody else can in the District of Columbia. I guess FBI agents can and CIA agents, but no citizen, no average citizen. The taxpayers, they can't protect themselves, but these bad guys can. So this David Brock, he goes and he buys a gun, or he had somebody buy the gun. He gives it to one of his bodyguards who doesn't have a weapon permit, and they travel to all these places, and he's got a concealed weapon. I mean, to me, it's not fair, but what's fair? If it was fair, we wouldn't have to deal with the nightmare they were dealing with in Washington, would we? So, I just think it's pretty amazing how people that are influential, and that's tied to being wealthy, can get away with what they get away with. There was also another video that I saw on Western Center for Journalism, which was really cool. They had Bloomberg, Mayor Bloomberg. Well, he had I think 5 big guys, maybe 6'4". They were huge. And a news reporter wanted to ask them some questions, so these guys, they muscled in and sort of pushed the guy back. And I mean, here's Bloomberg. He's a mayor. He's not the president. He had 5 bodyguards, and I'll guarantee you, they were all carrying heat. You know what I mean? You couldn't tell because they had the jackets closed, but I'll guarantee they're all carrying heat. Now, why is his life more valuable than another citizen in New York? I don't know. It is what it is. I guess it all comes down to not what you know, it's really who you know. That's what it comes down to. For example, Sean Hannity, he's a nice guy, but I heard him say that, he lives in New York, and he's got a carry permit, and he's had one for a long time. I wonder what makes him so special that he has a carry permit. I guess maybe his life's more important than somebody else's as well. The whole thing's completely screwed up, and it's going to get more screwed up because of what we got running around the White House. You'll see.